Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Delivering the world from fears and profusely destroying sins. The very life force of devotees. Giving them endless sympathy. I bow to Sadguru, giving knowledge and is the magnificent Lord. Please continue watching to hear more hymns and mystic poetry of Maharshi Mehi Paramhans, vegetarian.
No to vegan, 'cause the animal people are hurt, not you.
Swagat, gentle viewers. I just said welcome in Hindi. I'm Hey Mani. The elated people of India wish you a peaceful life in the Divine's constant protection. May Sadhguru's love and compassion be with you always. Maharshi Mehi Paramhans was a legendary spiritual master of the ancient Hindu tradition of Santmat, or teachings of the saints. Through his study and diligent meditation with Sadhguru, or true teacher, Baba Devi Sahib, Maharshi Mehi achieved self-realization. In the continuation of his solitary practice in a cave on the holy river Ganges, he came to understand the unified nature of what might appear to be different religious teachings. Maharshi Mehi found that all the venerated saints like Shakyamuni Buddha, Kabir, Guru Nanak, and Tulsi Sahib spoke of God realization through the practice of Drishti Yoga, the yoga of inner heavenly vision, and Surat Shabda Yoga, the yoga of inner heavenly sound. We will now share with you excerpts from the Padavali, a collection of hymns and mystic poetry written by Maharshi Mehi Paramhans. These express his great excitement regarding divine experiences that arose within him during his intense meditation on the inner heavenly light and sound. He also conveys his deep gratitude for the Sadguru, or spiritual master, as the pure instrument who offers the spiritual seeker a true reunion with God. The Almighty is truth, peace, all-pervading, unborn, and matchless. He is bodiless, devoid of pride, colorless, and without any design. He is neither child, nor young, nor old, sans these stages of life. He is beyond triad attributes, deeds, knowledge, intelligence, and ego, even different from pulsating nature without any attribution, is recognizable only by the powerful Sadguru, free from worldly miseries or the cycle of birth and death, and is surrounded by nothing. He is neither big nor small, and is free from all attachments, and is most wonderful without being warm or cold. O all-powerful Lord, I bow to him again and again. Kindly listen to my entreaties. I don't desire to have silver or gold, costly attire, golden mansions, and jewels. I also don't pray for an extensive kingdom and permanent charming youth and most beautiful and good-natured wife. My only prayer to you is that I never remain clubbed with sensualities. For ages, I have remained greatly afflicted with and enslaved by birth, childhood, youth, old age, and death. That always kept me in a dark well, like this terrible world. As the monkey in a narrow naked pot does not open its fist with sweets, and is thus ensnared by its trapper, similarly, due to my mind being full of sensualities, I have been duped by the pervading illusions. Oh, the very center and support of the world! Kindly grant me this boon, that I remain fully devoted to my Master, who is the dispeller of evil thoughts. I wish nothing else and consider everything else quite worthless. I bow again and again to the embodiment of unending devotion, kindliness, the storehouse of divine knowledge beyond worldly wisdom, and the treasure house of splendid thoughts, extremely forgiving, forbearing, profound in knowledge, firmly upholding the axle of righteousness, and maintaining the equipoise of mind during conflict and confusion, delivering the world from fears and profusely destroying sins, the very life force of devotees, giving them endless sympathy. I bow to Sadguru, who gives knowledge and is the magnificent Lord. I bow to him, I bow to him, I bow to him, I bow to him. Removing illusions, errors, and cramping the very root of sins, constructing the bridge of devotion, and eliminating all afflictions, eliminating worldly catastrophes, turmoil, and the maze of mundane deeds, shattering all earthly aspirations, and disseminating deep knowledge, granting the twin gems called perseverance and doing good to others, sympathizing with devotees more than one's mother, and offering them the immortal elixir. I bow to Sadguru, the desireless one and ever respected by all. I bow to him, I bow to him, I bow to him, I bow to him, the bestower of all successes and the Lord of orphans, bestowing on everybody virtues and knowledge. Narrating tales of wisdom, he gives the absolute peace. Highly honored among the gurus, he is the one who helps see the inner light divine, extremely accommodating and indifferent to sensualities, free from mental abnormalities and enjoying absolute peace. I bow again and again to the quintessential one, the Lord, converting disciples to his nature, demolishing sensualities, anger, and greed, extracting the poison of sensualities from the mind, and sucking out the strong currents of the water of greed. Sadguru is the treasure house of highest bliss, granting contentment and peace, bestowing all the virtues and destroying the great fears and delusions, as he assumes the magnetic human personality. I bow to Sadguru, the very embodiment of truth and righteousness. The five sense organs are the dangerous venom of the congregated snakes. Sadguru draws out the venom from the minds of his disciples. His words are like the rays of the sun god, dispelling the deep darkness. Sadguru, the King of Kings, fulfills the wishes of his disciples. Maharshi Mehi salutes Sadguru again and again. I repeatedly bow to Sadguru, the incarnation of truth and knowledge. He is altogether veracious and joyful, and like midday sun, removing deep darkness of ignorance, himself fully emancipated from this world, and delivering others from the world. He is without ego, and free from the body sense, living in exaltation in fleshly attire, unaffected by triad attributes, most sacred, the storehouse of virtues, and beyond the world and free from conflicts between pain and pleasure. He is like the compassionate physician, eliminating diseases and shocks, and joining the commiserating Lord. He himself becomes the absolute. Highly considerate, equitable, and quiet. Like the swift wind scatters away the black cloud like Kamadeva, a yogi with high attainments and quiet mind. He is unshakable both in gain and loss, has inviolable conduct and indomitable courage in controlling his senses, bereft of attachments, anger, and the aberrations of mind. Placid and incomparably cool, like the moon of a full moon day, Sadguru is beyond old age, birth, death, etc., and living in heaven considers all creatures as his own, and his own heart is free from desires. His greatness lies in converting disciples to his own nature. I bow to that Sadguru again and again. Sadguru, the savior of the world, eliminates human bondage, granting deliverance. He breaks the very cycle of birth and death, and fate begins, shining brilliantly. Mehi is not desirous of performing sacrifices, counting beads, and doing penance, and getting fruits of these actions. He only wants to bow at his Guru's feet repeatedly. Victory to Sadguru, victory to the elegantly bodied Sadguru, who assumes the role of a highly esteemed Pandit. He makes devotees highly knowledgeable by his wise counsel and destroys the assemblage of sins, highly conscious and free from all the worldly attachments throughout his life. He treats everyone with humility and compassion. Victory to Sadguru, victory to Sadguru. My Lord, make me your servant. O Sadguru, you always speak the plain truth. Victory to you. Eliminating my evil thoughts and falsities, make me inclined towards only good thoughts and conduct. All physical, mental, and spiritual ailments are born of ignorance. Such sufferings, like painful and perplexing darts, have tormented me. Now make me free from all these, O Lord, as they persecuted me in crores of births. I was hopeful of escaping such torments in this birth, but unfortunately I got trapped again and again in the quagmire. O Sadguru, who can escape these in the three worlds and times without your grace? O Lord, you are quite a help to the devotees in peril. So your servant has come to your shelter. For more information on the Padavali of Maharshi Mehi Paramhans, vegetarian, please visit archive.org/details/Padavali of Maharshi Mehi.
I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood. And if ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Ebionites, Christianity.
Brilliant viewers, it has been a pleasure to have your company for today's Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for part 2 of this program. Coming up next is About the Bogomils from Mouth to Ear, interview with Professor Damien Pofristo, vegetarian, part 1 of 2. May the divine light and sound elevate you to a higher level of love and bliss.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
برنامه‌های ما شامل زبان‌های بسیاری است. از این وبسایت‌ها دیدن فرمایید: suprememastertv.com/schedule و suprememastertv.com/WOW.